Well, this is the video after adding the refrigerant. So if you haven't seen the refrigerant added, go back a video and you'll see what I did downstairs to add. Now it's time to flip on the power. It's 6:11 at night. The sun went down about an hour and there's no moon, so it's pitch black out here, and I only have a camera light. And so now it's time to open, and I can hear it flowing. And actually it's probably flowing into the unit, because the unit's temperature is about 58 degrees. Downstairs, all the piping downstairs is 70-80 degrees. So the pressure in the pipe in the piping in the building is at a higher pressure than the unit. So if there was any flowing, it was flowing in the backwards direction. So kind of like a mini split, just a mini split on steroids. Think of Arnold Schwarzenegger in Terminator. That is what one of these are compared to your average little home mini split. Just a bigger version. Slightly larger, as you can see back there, the size of that reversing valve. It's a big boy. Remember, this is 20 tons. And so going through this process and turning on, we got 480 volts, and I can open this. I can now, well, open it up all the way first. And I don't have my lapel mic on, so you might hear a little air noise across the mic, and it might sound different than the last couple videos when I was on here and I had the lapel mic, so I didn't have so much background noise of the wind, but it's not as windy as it was earlier. Okay, so now those are open. Boom, we have power. Now what this will do is it will activate the two crankcase heaters into two compressors. There's a compressor here, there's a compressor here, and so they're filled up with refrigerant. This whole unit comes filled up with refrigerant, and the crankcase heaters need to be turned on first for several hours before you ever turn on the unit, because you want to make sure you heat up the refrigerant. It'll boil off, go throughout the rest of the system, and get out of the compressors. So you do that. So by tomorrow morning, we are thoroughly sure that we have heated up the compressors and we have migrated out the refrigerant out of the compressors, so there's no chance of a liquid start. And that's the whole idea of doing this. So I can go home and come back here tomorrow for fire up. I think there's only one wire to hook up, and that's the central controller for the AC Smart, the LGMV or whatever it is, the AC Smart, that's what it is. I have to sister it over. It goes through here to the other side and daisy chain and piggyback on there. But to do that, I have to shut that unit down, and that we'll do tomorrow. And until then, I'll close up this board, because even though it doesn't look like it's gonna rain, for some reason they put down a 40% chance of rain, and the last thing I want is rain inside here. Well, this is closed, that's protected. This gets rained in anyway because it comes through the fans up above. Alright guys, see you tomorrow morning. This was a long day. It's past 6 now, and I left the house at 6:10 this morning. So it was like every day, no difference. See ya.